So I'm still 290. And yesterday I had 2 eggs mashed with red pepper and mustard, a bag of Brussels sprouts cooked in avocado and butter, 2 burger patties with mustard, 2 tablespoons of hemp seeds for the omegas, and like a multivitamin, and I had 40 ounces of tea that is the green tea, black tea, and some peach tea, and just lightly sweetened with stevia. And then I had a quarter of a can of Zevia Cola. Now, other than that, it's just drinking water. But since I've been sticking to about the same weight, I haven't been doing as many videos like I was every day. There was a couple of days where I had some cookies, and obviously I'm not gonna lose weight doing that. But I've gotten to where I really am just not as hungry. Like, since I've been sticking to really low carb, my appetite, I look at it like yesterday I feel like I ate a ton of food. But looking at this is less than usual. This isn't really a ton of food here. But I feel satiated, and I feel like it's because, the oils, like, I've been doing just a tiny bit of, like, I didn't put all of that stuff in here, but so, like, the hemp seeds, they seem to, the oils in it, or the fats, seem to do something. Doing just a tiny bit of fish oil. I know that if I take, like, full dose of fish oil, usually it would kind of make my short-term memory a little forgetful. So I just do a tiny bit, like quarter a teaspoon, I think. Whenever it calls for, I think, a teaspoon. So that's a pretty significant difference. You don't always have to take exactly what the bottle says. If you have to try to take a little bit less, or I've even taken, like, capsules and broke them open and taken, like, half the powder. Whatever you got to do that works for your body. I've been taking the outdated vitamin C, but hopefully my vitamin C comes to me soon, because I want to make sure that I'm taking vitamin C for my immune system. There was one time that I had some, fruit smoothie, and that provides with energy and stuff, but I'm still trying to lose weight, so I'm really trying to cut out all those sugars. But I feel like if you absolutely need, something like fruit, God made it. So as long as you're not just stuffing yourself with that kind of stuff, at certain times. And I was literally only taking it for the vitamin C. So this is all just a whole mindset change. I've done all this before through paleo, and it really does take just absolutely transform the way that you think and feel about everything. You have to look, like, carbs and sugars is just like your worst enemy. You have to, some people might think, oh, you're just completely throwing out all, you're supposed to have this stuff, and if you're like a diabetic, you have to have this stuff. Well, if you get to that point, but if you can slowly try to wean yourself off, and that's why this is my journey, because I'm literally just trying to wean myself off of all these things that are really bad. I know that anytime that, like, there's been, like, a cold or a flu or something that's went around, I'd never get sick if I was doing, like, the paleo diet. but then all of a sudden I would have something really sugary, really carby, and I'm sick like everyone else in the house. So there's something to that. There's literally something to having a whole bunch of junk in your system that makes you more susceptible to getting sick. So, anyhow, this was only supposed to be an update, but I guess it is what it is. I got this new stevia, this powdered form, and it's got a little scooper in it, but I haven't taken the scooper out yet. I've just been using this little sprinkle, so it literally just took a super tiny amount to sweeten my coffee this morning. I mean, and so I'm going to try to dig that scooper out in there, but it's super powdery and like really fine powder. But trying to get to where I don't need that super sweet flavor. Still have a sweet flavor, but it doesn't have to be near as much. But I mean, I like this, that, and sometimes these things say this, but it has to be a brand that you trust. The generic stuff, don't quite trust it as much as I do like Pure. This is my favorite so far. And then I'll try some of the generic brands if I'm like out and about or something like that. But I guess lately I'm not out near as much as I usually am. But anyhow, enough of my ranting and raving and whatever. You guys have a great day, and that's my update.